The waters of Belstead Brook, the cunning of the River Orwell. The Orwell mudflats hold more than just the skeletons of old ships. They hold the memory of the women who once spoke to the tides. Downriver here, where the Belstead Brook flows into the wide grey expanse of the River Orwell, the land feels like it belongs to neither the earth nor the sea. In the 17th century, this was a borderland in more ways than one. To the authorities in the town of Ipswich, this was a place of dangerous superstition. But to the families of Nacton and Levington, where I am now, it was the home of the Cunning Folk. These weren't the hags of fairy tales, they were the local healers, the herbalists and the finders of lost things who lived by the rhythm of the water. Before the terror of the 1640s, a woman like Mother Lakeland, that I've also shot a video on, or her contemporaries might have been the most respected person in the parish. If a cow fell ill by the brook, or if a child burned with fever in a riverside cottage, you didn't send for a doctor from the town. You went to the woman who knew the properties of the marshmallow, the sea lavender, and the willow bark. These healers practiced what they called white magic, a blend of ancient herbal knowledge and charms passed down through generations of Suffolk voices. But the atmosphere shifted as the English Civil War approached. The landscape itself began to be viewed with superstition. The shifting fogs of the Orwell were no longer just weather. They were seen as a cloak for the devil's work. The line between a helpful neighbour and a servant of Satan was erased by the stroke of a Puritan's pen. A simple charm to stop a bleed or a blessing over a fishing boat was suddenly reclassified as maleficent. The very women who had spent their lives healing the community were now accused of curdling the milk and calling up the storms that wrecked the Orwell shipping. The tragedy of the Belstead Brook is the story of a culture being systematically dismantled. As the Witchfinder General moved through these parishes, he targeted the vulnerable and the wise alike. The folk medicine that had sustained these rural villages for centuries was branded as witchcraft, and the deep spiritual connection to the river was silenced by the gallows. When you stand by these banks today, you're standing on the site of a forgotten war. It was a war against the old ways of the water, where the knowledge of the earth was traded for the cold, hard certainties of a hangman's rope. The brook still flows, but the voices of those who knew its secrets have long since been washed away by the tide. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like, please leave a lovely comment, and please subscribe to our channel for more content like it.